Good evening, children. How are you all? Missing school, right? Well, we teachers are missing you so much. And I thought you must be getting bored in your house. So I made this video in which I'm going to tell you a story. The name of my story is The Smell of Soup. The name of my story is The Smell of Soup. Now, in my story, there are 3 characters. Number 1 is Hujja. Children, Hujja is supposed to be a very wise man and people go to him for justice. Okay? And this man is actually Nasiruddin Hujja. I don't know whether you have heard about him or not, but in reality, there was a man called Nasiruddin Hujja who lived in the city of Baghdad. And he was very, very clever, intelligent and wise, just like Birbal and just like Gopal Bhar. He was also one of them who was very wise and had a lot of common sense. The second character of my story is Anwar. Anwar is a poor man who lived in the city of Baghdad as well. Okay? And the third character of my story is Qasim. Qasim was a rich and wealthy man. And the best thing was Qasim and Anwar, they were both neighbors. He was rich and he was poor. Qasim was rich. Let me tell you something, children. Yeah, you may be rich. A person may be rich. But actually, who is the richest person? A person who has a big heart. Now, let me tell you something about Qasim. He was rich, but he was not kind. He was very mean. So, to know more about Nasiruddin Hujja and these 3 characters which I introduced to you just now, you've got to pay attention and listen to my story. The story goes like this, that once upon a time in the city of Baghdad, there lived a rich man, as I told you, called Qasim and his poor neighbor called Anwar. One day, Anwar, while he was eating his dinner, he realized that there was no food left in the house except for some dry bread. He was very upset and he decided to walk towards the market to fetch something good for the children to eat. Now, to go to the market, he has to pass Qasim's house. And on the way, as he was passing, he came across Qasim's window. And near his window, he got tasty smell of something cooking. And guess what it was? It was the smell of soup. Yes, Qasim and his family were enjoying a very, very good dinner. They were all having very tasty soup. And poor Anwar, they did not have anything to eat for dinner. So he stood outside Qasim's window and enjoyed the smell of the soup. He wondered, if only I could get some of that soup. But he knew he wouldn't. So he just stood there and he enjoyed the aroma of soup. Qasim realized somebody peeping from his window. He quickly went out and he cried out, "Hey you! What are you standing outside my window for?" I just was getting a nice smell, I thought, I just enjoyed the smell coming from the food that you're eating. How dare you? cried Qasim. How dare you? You stood in front of my window and you took the smell of my food. Now you have to pay for it. What? What did you say? I have to pay for it? But I was just enjoying the smell. I did not even touch your food. And I don't have any money. We don't have dinner to eat also. I don't care, cried Qasim in a loud voice. You have to pay me the money, or else we will go to Hujja for justice. So, since Anwar did not have any money to pay to Qasim, they decided to go to Hujja for justice. So, the three of them went to Hujja and they told the entire story to Hujja. Now, Hujja listened to the entire story and he said, So the problem lies with Qasim, that he wants money for the smell of the food. And Qasim replied, Yes, my lord. So the king asked the poor man Anwar, Anwar, don't you have any money to give to Qasim? Anwar said, No, my lord, I'm very poor. I don't have any money to give to him. So the king said, Okay, you may go. So Anwar left the court. Qasim said, My lord, why did you let him go? He has to pay for the smell of my food. The king said, I will give you the money. Come to me. Qasim was very happy. He said, Wow, king, you're so kind. So he went running to the king. And the king said, Now put your ears near my hand. Let me first make you hear the sound of these coins. And the king held the coin in his hands and shook his hands. And as a result of this, a tinkling sound came of those coins. So Qasim heard those sounds and he was very happy because he understood that those were gold coins. So he said, My lord, you're going to give me gold coins. Thank you so much. The king said, No, I will not give you gold coins. You may go now. But my lord, what justice is this? The king very politely replied, You have been paid with the sound of the coins for the smell of the soup. Listen to the reply once again, children. The king said, You have been rightly paid with the sound of the coins for the smell of the soup. I hope you understood the story, children. And I hope you also understood how important it is for us to have common sense. That is the reason how Hujja could teach Qasim a lesson. And Qasim was paid back in his own coin. Thank you and have a nice day.